Morning, guys. Welcome to my stock market technical analysis channel. Let's get into the charts. All right, this is about as timely and as fast as I can get you guys a notification or a video out without doing some sort of a live stream, which I don't really have any interest in doing right now. But let's go ahead and get right into it. Here's the triple Qs. Here's what I want you to look at. Resistance right here. I'm looking at an hourly chart. So, you know, when I zoom in, we're narrowing it down to kind of the near-term stuff. All right, here's your resistance, 220.45, 220.50 basically. Here's your support, 216.60, call it right around there. The thing that you got to pay attention to is this 220.50. See this candle right here? This is today's candle. We gapped down, which I said in my post yesterday. I said I think we'll gap down. Sure enough, we did gap down. And then they bounced it right up to resistance, overshot that resistance slightly, and then gave it back, and the hourly candle closed back down below resistance. So that tells you that resistance is gonna hold, or should hold, I guess. It's a probability thing, but it's basically saying that this hourly candle, they moved above resistance, and if this was gonna break out, then the next candle would have been, we might have ran down and tagged support, tagged this resistance, and it would have been support, and then you would start to build and start to move kind of above here. You'd start to be, price action would be above here. But this hourly candle, because this hourly candle right here, the one that opened today, closed below resistance, now that kind of firms up that resistance. Traders see that, everybody sees that was weak basically, and this should hold. We should start to move lower. So that's really what I see on that one. I think Qs, if anything, it probably runs down and tags this 216, or it's about 217 really, but runs down and tags this 217 support probably today, and could easily undercut it. We don't know, but we'll just keep it to that level for right now. All right, SPY. The resistance right now, the near-term resistance is 283. It's about 283.90, 284, somewhere right in there. And we're basically right on it. We're just kind of treading water on that one. So that one is, it's really the same thing as the Qs. We weren't able to really break above it, and then we are trading kind of right below it or right on it right now. Let me show you my trading platform. This is Lightspeed Trader. This is what I use. And here's the 1 minute chart, and look at this. So here's the level. I take all the levels that I mark out on my trading view charts, and I always mark them out on my trading platform. That way I can watch the 1 minute and see how this thing reacts. So yeah, we're kind of right on it. But the thing is that the Qs failed. So because the Qs failed, that puts a higher probability that SPY fails. So what I did is took up a position in TVIX. Once I saw this start to break down right here and fail, I took up a position in TVIX, looking for this SPY to roll over, and that should shoot TVIX up. And we'll take our profit probably on that move. But again, the point is, look, here's the level. This is resistance. We broke above it. You see that? You break above. And then so if it's going to be bullish and going to hold and move higher, then you can come down and tag it right here and maybe test it a little bit, and you should see price action starting to move up now. But we're not seeing that. Instead, we saw it run up, it tagged it, acted like it was going to move up, and then failed, actually went below it right here. That's a sign to me that this thing is weak. This is resistance. We should start to roll over, and I'm sure it's going to happen pretty soon, because as soon as traders realize it, everyone jumps on board. So just want to point that out. I'll try to get this out as fast as possible. So flipping back to the chart. So what does that mean? Well, I think that means we run down and tag this 272, 273 level probably today. Could easily undercut. Again, I'm under the anticipation that this was kind of a topping pattern on this bear market rally. So I think we're in a bear market. The bigger picture, I think we're in a bear market. I think this was a bear market rally. I'm seeing signs that we're in a topping pattern, and we start to roll over. So today, maybe we only get down to 273, somewhere right in there. But you know, there's always the potential that we get that selling picks up. So we just have to go against the probabilities right now. Given that the Qs failed this level right here, 220, you know, basically 220.45, 220.50, that puts higher probability that that held as resistance. We now have to at least go down and test support, and then maybe build up some energy. So we're not out of the woods. I mean, we're not free and clear on the bearish side on the short trade. It just firms it up in the short term that we at least need to go down to support. When we get down to support, we see how the price action looks. And then if you break that support, you move down to the next support. And we just keep watching support after support and watch the price action around each support level. And that will tell us along the way that our trade is continuing to work, or that something changes and it's no longer working. So as we move down, we lock in profits, and that's how you do it. XLF. So XLF had a pretty strong day yesterday. We gapped lower but moved higher. But we only just moved right up to resistance. So this trend line here, you could move it somewhere like here. You know, I was just trying to catch some of these reactions right here on the hourly chart. But we moved down, and then we moved right up to resistance. So resistance is somewhere in the $21 range, 21 to 22 on the financials. And if this holds, then we move lower. XLV is just chopping sideways. This thing is just this is a real slog, but it's not bullish, and in the short term it's not bullish or bearish. It's neutral. However, with this bearish rising wedge pattern that was broken to the downside, I got to put a little higher probability that this is a longer term bearish pattern, and we will eventually resolve to the downside after we're finished consolidating up here. But again, until it breaks this level, 97, you know, basically 96.80, and you get a nice confirming hourly close below that. If you're not short this, I would probably just stay neutral personally until we get a break. But if we get a break, that would be your next sell signal, and then we should move lower. Walmart's doing the same thing, chopping sideways. This to me is bearish, you know. So this one, you've got this rising trend line right here that is proving to be resistance. So right now it's sitting around 125.70, and that's your resistance. And then we've got, I was marking it out, you've got a couple support levels. Here's my profit target at 117.82, but the support level is actually at 117 basically. So that's kind of how I like to do it. I like to take profit a little bit early. But we also have this support level right here at 120.50. I did notice that. You can see lots of reactions. Here's some reactions right up in here, reaction right here, and then reaction right here. It came down and held support. So, and then again right there. So that's actually your near-term support, 120.50. And so we got to break that. If we break that, should be a quick jaunt down to that profit target. And then I flipped over to my 1 minute candle, and sure enough, look at that. So sorry guys, I can't keep you on the trades in the minute, but I can at least give you the bigger picture, the general theme. And if you have these levels marked out, then, you know, the next day you can see this trading action. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the video out right here. Good luck everyone, and give me a thumbs up. Appreciate it. Talk to you later.